Hi, everybody. Welcome to week 5 already of this semester. Hope everyone had a great weekend. My apologies for putting this out on a Tuesday. I normally have them out on Mondays, as you know, but I was frankly tied up with a lot of volunteer work for the Super Bowl. My wife volunteers there, and she's been through it. She's done, I think this is the ninth Super Bowl she's participated in. And I went down there. It was in New Orleans. It was 45 minutes away. By the way, it took me 2 hours because of all the traffic. But we were there Friday and Saturday, and of course Sunday for the game. And then Monday was cleanup. So we were kind of busy doing that, and I got some good video of it. If anybody's interested, I'll try to edit some of that together and put it out there within the next week or two, and I'll make sure you know of some of that because it was pretty cool. If you're like me and you're into that, the business of all of that, it was pretty cool on how they put together everything. They turned Bourbon Street was the cleanest I've seen it in, decades. They actually had carpet on Bourbon Street, which is the most bizarre thing I've ever seen. But Lady Gaga played right down there, and yeah, it was all in all a good time. If you didn't see it, uh, check it out. A bunch of it's online, and I'll have a hopefully have a pretty good video for you. Now, this week we're talking about repeater markets. This is called in the industry lingo locals joints. So or slot houses. So they are smaller versions of these destination resorts or what we call an integrated resorts, but some of them kind of blur the lines between the two. Now, in my experience, these are some of the most profitable casinos because there is very little overhead. The real estate is cheaper because they're out in a local environment or and all they have is slot machines to run. They don't have the labor associated with some of the table games or the labor associated with the big food venues, the multiple food venues, the spas, and so on and so forth. So they are, from a pure profit margin standpoint, in my opinion, one of the best ways to make decent money if you're an owner. But there are some pros and cons. And during this lesson, I want to make sure you see both of those. I want you to be able to compare the integrated to the locals joints or the destination repeater market, excuse me, casinos. Now, I'm going to show you a couple of examples of where places kind of don't get a handle on that specific type of identity. They want to become an integrated resort that is also a locals joint. Problem with that, some casinos make, is that it is incredibly capital intensive to make a integrated resort. Right here in Baton Rouge, we've got L'Auberge Casino, which was slated to perform it out to be a $15 million a month profit center, and it was fully integrated, had all the bells and whistles. What they found out was it's tough to have people go there as a destination on a Saturday and see them at church on a Sunday morning. Or, they go there and they're seeing all the people there, they go to social groups with, or they're, involved in work with, or something like that. It's they're locals, and it's not necessarily a destination. It's not an escape for those people. However, the competitive set for that is on the Gulf Coast, and you've got Beau Rivage down there, an old Steve Wynn property that is a higher end destination. When you go there, you're committed for a couple of days, and it's a destination, fully integrated resort. So they tried to put, in my words, square peg, round hole. And they've had problems. They've only hit $15 million two or three times. And I think that was during the pandemic years when everybody was flooding into casinos just to spend that PPP money. So they really messed that one up, and they've gone through a couple of bankruptcies due to poor planning, poor identity. Again, my opinion. I'm going to show you another one here. Well, let me show you. Let me show you a. What are we going to call this? This is a. It's going to be tough to see because the size of it's small, but I'm going to share my screen here and show you a truck stop casino. And let's see what we got here. Okay. Hopefully you can see this. Now, this is Fred's, Highway 30, Fred's Travel Center, Casino, Restaurant, and you can see the diesel and regular here. They are, there's one of their attractions. There's, a food offering because they do have a restaurant. And here is their casino entrance. Of course, they want to show you the kind of slot machines they have. And I don't know why, but they put, here's our bathroom and shower for those of you that are, truckers, and there's their checkout center. And anyhow, this is a truck stop casino or a repeater market because only your locals or only the folks that just are driving by will stop there. It's not a destination per se. So let me get out of this one and show you another one that is a one of those hybrids. I would call it it's a destination for me. It's an integrated resort. It's called the Red Rock Casino, and this is at Red Rock, Las Vegas. And it is absolutely gorgeous, but it's out in the middle of Red Rock, which is pretty far away from the strip that most people go. And believe it or not, this is where conventions and conferences will take place fully, enclosed in this facility and locals. It's got one of the most active sports books in all of Las Vegas. But you see, it's got some wonderful one, two, three bars they're talking about here. Best seats in the house. There's some table games right there, slot, video poker meetings, the whole nine yards. Yeah, they do weddings too. And here's a good photo. It's tough to see, I'm sure, for y'all, but good photo of their meeting facilities. Now let me show you where it is. Here's a map. Red Rock is way out here, and this is the Las Vegas Strip over here. So we're talking, this is, by the way, the flow cries, probably 8-10 miles. Takes you about 20 or 30 minutes. But if you're on the roof of any of these hotels here or high up, you can see these guys off in the distance. But again, this is an example of a fully integrated resort that is in a location for a repeater market, meaning it attracts locals to that particular casino from a revenue standpoint. For them to go out and get another market segment, it costs them a lot of money. We call that a capture rate or a capture expense. So they have to go out and find groups to come over there or provide incentives for people that are normally visiting the strip to haul it all the way out there to go to that casino. Now, it is one of my favorite casinos on the planet because they do such a good job with their physical plant and all the amenities. They pay their employees well, and they've got some of the best action in the entire state of Nevada. So that is an example of a casino that is built as a very expensive repeater market casino with the amenities of an integrated casino. So wanted to show those to you, and hopefully that makes sense. So take a look at all this information this week. There's no discussion, but you're more than welcome to shoot me notes and ask me questions about this stuff if you have any. Um, and there's the quiz on this. It's a short quiz. I give you a 20-minute time limit. You should be fine. If you've got any questions on any of this, please let me know. It's great hearing from all of you already, and good luck. Thanks.